We arrived all the same. What should I say? I am.
Let's be consistent. Let's continue to grind and shine. The name is LawNation. Without hesitations nor deviations to the matter, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button. Sharing is caring. HBO in the chat. Yo. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a LawNation's groove? From my studios to yours. Brought to you by the #1 fantasy app in the world. Also Frankel and Frankel, personal injury lawyers. And as well as cornbread. Come on. Let's stand tall or not at all. Mama said that there'll be days, literally, just like this. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on with it. 5, 4, 3. New shoes. New shoes. We got new shoes. We're going to get more and more conversation for the nation. More and more. More and more.
They can come closer than close.
The longest intro in the land. Riggs! I'm getting too old for this, Riggs. Yeah, let's get it.
Oh, look at my African American over here.
Yup. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a LawNation party. To the window, to the wall, till the sweat drop down my head. What's good with y'all? Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the nation. And remember, you're listening to the sounds of soft soul, hits, and oldies. Come on, baby. Yeah. 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 Come on. I cannot believe it.
Please come home.
What we got, baby?
I got beans and
Baloney. Yeah. What's good with y'all, man? Stand tall or not at all. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. For those who tuning in for the very first time, my name is LawNation. Without hesitations nor deviations, just follow law, and then you got order. Or if you can't have order, you can't have law. So you got to have law and order and law. So hit that like button, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's including the ice wall, baby. But with that being said, as we continue to proceed to give you guys what you need, the Cowboys got a new crew of guys, and we know what it's been like, right? Being at the bottom, fighting and clawing ourselves back to the top. And this past season, even though we were not at the bottom, it felt like that, right? So we got to tinker a little things here and there in order for us to stay within the confines of this race. And as they all say, the race is not to the swift nor the battle to the mightiest to he that endure, right? Y'all didn't think y'all was going to get some church up in here, but we tried to endure. We know. We tried to endure, man. So the unknown is always the craziest thing because, you know.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns. Things we don't know that we don't know.
There's those things, right? And I'm going against the grain because I said that new broom can sweep the floor good, but that old broom, those little Mississippi sands, can get those corners, right? So those old brooms can get the corners, but now we got nothing but new brooms, right? we got nothing but new brooms as it relates to this defense. We're going to go over that, and we're going to talk about some things, what GP need to do, what CD said about GP, some recyclings of other things that we already talked about. But before we go further into this, how are you guys feeling? If everybody okay? Are you guys okay? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys okay with everything? Because I need to know. I want to know, right? Right. So put a 2 in the chat if everybody's okay. All right. So with that being said, let's get this going in the best way possible. Shout out to Clarence Hill. But before I go into that conversational pool with Clarence Hill, I got some more details about Daribe. That's how you call him. That's how you call his name, Daribe. All right. So sources told me that Daribe benefited from going to a good popular team on defense. He started off as a D-line guy. He worked and cut his teeth at SMU and some other places around the Dallas area. So he's familiar with the area. But the thing is that he could be a little green himself. But he fell upon the Georgia team who had unbelievable talent with Walker, with some other guys. Y'all already know about the guys that's on the Eagles that's going to be a free agent guy, Nakobe Dean. So there are some things that he got some similarities and good things as it relates to being around good talent. But from what I was told and heard is that the coaching community that's close to the star, they saying, hey, he's a little green. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to speak freely when I say this. I'd take him over Scott McCurley. Hell yeah. I'd take him over Scott McCurley. Oh, Law, who else you would take him over? I would take him over Benghazi. I would take him over those guys. The utmost respect for him, but we really wanted Zach Orr, right? But sometimes when you assemble your staff, you got to get pieces moving, and you can't sit around. You can't sit around. But what the saving grace is, we're not relying on him to be end-all, be-all, right? And like I said, new brooms sweep the floor good. Old brooms can get corners. But the thing is, here's the other side of the coin. With old brooms or old dogs, it's hard to tell them or teach them old dogs new tricks, right? And what this benefit from the coaching staff collectively is that now you got Schottenheimer, who's the official, right, head coach of this team. Now he can walk around with his chest out and let him swing a little bit down below, because he can say, hey, all of these guys, they good. They don't have more experience than me, you know. So that's a major plus for us, right? That's how I'm looking at that. So his name is Daribe. Shout out to him, and we hope all is well. C.J. Allen, anyone? I like C.J. Allen tape. Shout out to you, Brandon. Appreciate you. I think that his tape is pretty good. But neither here nor there, Cowboys. What I'm very excited about is that this particular team, or could still be the inside linebacker coach. This is from Brandon. Yeah, but chances are the staff is completed now, right? And I don't know whether it's a tension that's involved with this, because Orr was just coming off of being a DC, right? And a lot of people spit upon, some people, not everybody, but a lot of people spit upon the Ravens defense last season. And they were saying that basically that defense wasn't like defensing like it used to be. But just to look out for the hometown coach there, when you look at Zach Orr's defense last season, they had a bevy of injuries, right? And we're not using that as an excuse, but their defense was still better than ours last season. But let's get with it, Cowboys Nation. The staff that's assembled, and they updated it on the website. Let's start from the top, and then we'll work our way down. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Hit that like button, share this content, keep the engagement up, and keep it moving for us, all right? As we build the plane, as we fly, put a 1 in the chat if you guys can see this right here. We got head coach Schottenheimer. First year last season, a lot of us looked at him saying, okay, what to expect? And then he was more assertive than what we used to seeing, and he brought a lot of good energy, but it wasn't handed off to the defensive side, right? So we can talk about those things, all right? So he's the creme de la creme. And then now we have the offensive body, right? The work of the offense. Clayton Adams, 7 years into the mix. Junior Adams, they cousins. These guys are brothers, you know what I'm saying, from another mother. Shout out to the Adams. But you can argue across the league, Junior Adams is well respected. Clayton Adams is so good that the Eagles were trying to give away their beaks and feathers to get him, right? And he decided to say, hey, Jerry Jones intervened and said, you know what? You can't have him. You can't have him. He's mine, And the passing game specialist is Ken Dorsey. You know what his resume speak of, especially what he was able to help out Joshua Allen and all of them boys over there in Bills land and beyond. So I do like Ken Dorsey. He's back around. Game management coordinator, Ron Feeder. Appreciate him. Good guy. Good guy. Met him, bumped into him. Really good guy. Good heads and shoulders and all of this good stuff about the football game. And then when we look at the running game, running back coach, we got Bubba Dub. He's been around for 5 years, and I think that he does a great job. Oh, my bad. That's not Bubba Dub. Oh, my gosh. Trash. Ain't that Bubba Dub? That got to be Bubba Dub right there, man. Look up Bubba Dub and that guy, man. They got to be cousins or something. But neither here nor there. Don't come after me, Bubba Dub. We still have offensive line coach Connor Riley. Steve Simcoe is the quarterback coach who does a wonderful job of installing plays and getting things going. Shout out to Steve Simcoe and them. Lunda Wells is still here. He haven't accepted any job so far. So I do like the way where our offense is heading. I want Lunda Wells to get promoted. I want him to get a situation to get more and more experiences as being a play caller and get his well respect.